Hey everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something that is kind of like a type of thing that help people's health and fitness, that some people really like and swear by, and other people are like staunchly against. And some people are in between. And that's the topic of supplements. So, by definition, a supplement can be anything from like a daily vitamin to a certain specific type of vitamin or mineral. Could be like omega 3s, 6s, 9s, even. Could be amino acids, it could be protein powders, or it could be any other kind of chemical or material that you ingest in order to help a certain goal. Botanicals, herbs, like I said, different types of minerals, even different types of chemicals. That's what supplements are. Supplements can be helpful if used the correct way, but I think a lot of people don't really necessarily know enough about supplements to be able to use them effectively. So I kind of want to help kind of break some of that down for you today and help you figure out if what you're doing for supplements is going to be something that helps, or if you're considering a certain supplement, maybe a couple things to look into before you commit to it. First thing to know about supplements is that the FDA regulates them like food. So basically, is this what the label says it is? And it doesn't really go too much further than that. So it's not regulated like a medication. It doesn't have to provide evidence supporting whether or not it's safe or that it's effective in the way that it says it's going to be effective. And the other thing is, the company that manufactures these supplements does not have to support any kind of research studies, medical studies on animals, like lab rats or people, in order to be able to legally sell them and market them. So, if you didn't know this fact, it's definitely something to think about. So that really well-known daily vitamin, they don't necessarily have to provide research studies or anything really that says that it is more than just what it says it is. I know it's a little bit mind-blowing, but that's basically how the government regulations work, at least in the US, on different vitamins, mineral supplements, all that kind of thing. So, alright, so with that being said, do some vitamin companies provide these kind of scientific and medical studies? Yeah, some of them do. The unfortunate thing, though, is that the research that's out there doesn't always support all populations of people. It doesn't always necessarily support people. In order for a scientific and medical study to be actually effective, it really should study all different types of populations of people, not like lab rats or whatever, to actually support their claims and effectiveness. Okay? Yes, some of them are out there. A lot of times they will post their studies, like on their website. So, like a vitamin company might actually post their scientific findings. You have to dig for this stuff, though. So, do most people care? No. Do they read the label? Yeah, a lot of people do, but like a lot of people don't go further than that. So this might be a little bit of a scary topic now that you're starting to see what is actually happening out there. Some vitamin and supplement companies have gotten into trouble for their labels not saying what they actually are. There were a number of findings out there. I think it was like maybe between 3 and 5 years ago about certain well-known and reputable brands. Their materials that were in their supplements being not quite the concentration that was actually being marketed. So, there's a little bit of that. It's really, really, really hard to know what to trust out there. Okay? I'm not going to actually dial all the brands down today and break them apart and be like, trust this one, trust that one. That's actually not the point of today's live. But I just wanted to let you know and break the news out there for you if you haven't heard that, yeah, it's a little bit scary out there in the supplement world. Okay, so why do people take supplements? So I got into this a little bit. Yeah, reading the label. Labels are often designed by people and graphic designers that know how to configure a label in a way that's going to get people's attention, that's going to draw their attention to a claim. This helps this, okay? So that way they know what to do with it. And that's about it. And a lot of people are convinced and trust even just that. And sometimes you can, and sometimes, like I stated before, you can't. Okay, so what do we do with this information? Well, we could take it to the internet and then, further research, certainly. All right. So why, back to the original question, why do people take supplements? So sometimes when they're guided towards a supplement based on some other advertising besides just the label, sometimes there's testimonials, anecdotal testimonials by people that are like, oh, this helped me get this result. This helped me lose 30 pounds. This helped me feel better. Okay. Are those people that are giving those testimonials giving the result of their scientific study? No. It is just anecdotal material. So again, take that with a grain of salt. What works for them may not work for you. Everybody's got their own unique needs and unique body chemistry, and it may not work for you. Okay, so be careful. I'm going to tell you a little story about where I fell for one of those a bunch of years ago. This is probably at least 7-8 years ago. There was this big craze about something called Garcinia cambogia. It was a type of botanical, some sort of exotic herb that was out there in like some rainforest that was mixed with these other things, other herbs that were said to reduce body weight. And this well-calibrated formula, you were supposed to take one pill a day and see like a drop of 25 pounds, just like that. It was the whole miracle pill thing. Now, this is like 8 years ago, something like that. And I fell for it, and I tried it, and I gained weight, and I was like, this is stupid, and tried to get a refund and couldn't get a refund. I was so mad. But, that lesson learned, the $25 wasted or whatever it was definitely enough to make me think twice, because I stepped in the pothole and made the mistake, and I was like, wait a second. I can't trust these things at all. I can't trust maybe anything. Okay, let's dive into this a little bit more. So can supplements and different supplements stating weight loss claims, can they work? Okay, so this is something I am going to break apart for you today. Maybe they can. Here's why. So, first of all, the way that I would say the no part of this is that there is no such thing as a miracle pill. Okay? A miracle pill for weight loss does not exist. It cannot scientifically exist by itself. Okay? A calorie reduction and an increase in activity, those are the scientifically proven things to reduce body weight. There is nothing more than that. Okay, now I said maybe when I answered my own question. So there's a type of supplement out there called Thermogenics. They take the form of usually a pill or a powder, and they usually feature a blend of, they call it like hot herbs. So these are like herbs that are considered to be stimulating to the digestive system, like cinnamon. You've probably heard the cinnamon is one, and there's a bunch of others that work like it. So, yeah, the jury is still out there on Thermogenics. Some people say it helps. Some people say no, steer clear of these because I couldn't sleep at night because of them, or it upset their stomach or something like that. Again, everybody's unique body chemistry is different. So, Thermogenics, to answer that, there's simply not enough evidence, scientific and medical evidence out there to say that Thermogenics reduce body weight. I would say that there is a possibility they could stimulate your digestive system to help you burn through calories like that much quicker. But again, calorie reduction and increase in activity are going to be the things that help you lose the weight the most. Okay. Another reason why supplements can help you lose weight is because a lot of people suffer from vitamin deficiencies. I would say to some extent most people suffer from vitamin deficiencies. So I live in the northern part of the United States. We don't get enough vitamin D up here. We don't get enough sunshine or times of the year where the sunshine is enough for us to be outside to use sunlight alone to help us get enough vitamin D. There isn't enough out there. Most people from New York State probably need to take some sort of vitamin D supplement in order to get enough in their diet. I take a multivitamin. I know because of the analysis I've done on myself and my intake on foods that I now get enough vitamin D. There was a time when I did not get enough vitamin D, and I was actually diagnosed with a vitamin D deficiency, and I had to take these big horse pills. They're like, let's see here. No, yeah, about that big of vitamin D just to get myself back out of that. So the doctor that I saw and then the nutritionist I was referred to afterwards for that and a few other things basically were in agreement that because you have a vitamin D deficiency, you will not be able to lose weight. So, because of different unique body chemistries and things out there, there is a possibility that if you are deficient in some area, you may not be able to lose weight. Okay? That is not for me to say what it is or cite specific examples. That is the job of a doctor to be able to do that for you. So, get yourself checked out. If you feel like you're doing everything right and still cannot lose weight, go get a blood panel done and see what your primary care physician has to say about it. Hey, my blood panel is saying that I'm deficient in this, or your doctor says you're deficient in this. And then you can ask the question, oh, is that why I can't lose weight? See what they have to say. So sometimes getting a bit of extra and some sort of vitamin might actually be the missing piece in your body chemistry to help you lose weight. So that's where a supplement can work. Again, you would need the aid of a doctor for something like that. Another thing that I would say, yes, that's right. And actually, I know a colleague of mine who cites vitamin D deficiency as the possible cause for the cancer that she suffered too. So, like, vitamin D deficiency is actually a very, very serious thing and widespread type of issue that can cause so many different issues. So yeah, vitamin D deficiency, that's no joke, actually. I've been told that you can, like, die without enough of it, but, like, that person didn't give any substantial claims as to why or cite why. But yeah, it's worth looking into. So anyhow, the last thing I was going to say is why a supplement can actually help you lose weight is actually I want to cite protein and protein powder. And the reason for that is it has been proven to aid in muscle growth and strength. And the science is out there for sure that says that the more muscle mass that you have, the quicker you're actually able to burn. Is it, oh, hello, I am visited by a kitty cat. Here she is. Anyhow, so are you able to burn more calories if you have increased muscle mass? Yes, that is in fact true. The science is out there, the studies prove it. Yes, if you have more muscle on your body, you are going to be able to burn the calories you ingest more efficiently. Does protein powder help you get there? Yes. Protein in general can help you get there. If you have issues ingesting a lot of types of proteins or something like that, if you just don't get enough in your diet or whatever, if you try to stay like vegetarian or vegan, okay, well there you go. There are definitely vegetable protein powders out there that will help you get to that goal so that you can maintain the muscle mass needed for general health and strength, to be able to get up off the floor easily. But then also to maintain enough muscle mass in order to help burn. Yes, that is a thing. Yes, protein powder supplements can help you get there. Okay, so there are definitely some supplements out there that are safe, effective, and can help you. If you have any question or concern about them at all, check it out with your primary care. They know what your unique body chemistry can and cannot, actually I should say should and what you should and should not consume in order to, be okay with your own unique body needs. Okay, so I guess let me answer one more question. So I'm a health coach. I'm working on building up my knowledge base and reputation with all of you as a new expert in this field. So if you were to, say, work with me on a health coaching type of basis, what would I do? Since obviously here I am talking about referring to you to your primary care, hey, get this checked out, ask them. What is it that I would do? Okay, so if you were to work with me as your health coach, what I would do is I would actually start with some of the government sites out there. Okay, so like the FDA, CDC, there's one more, they sponsor the MyPlate type of thing for like dietary references. They actually have posted numerous charts out there of like certain, for males and females of certain ages, how much of each type of vitamin you should be consuming daily. Okay, from there, that is a really, really good baseline guideline to start with. If your needs differ, well, then we get what your doctor refers. Okay, maybe you should be getting 1,000 milligrams of this more than the average person. Okay, we can work with that knowledge if you get that from the doctor. Great, but it has to start there. But if you don't have any kind of need like that, we start with what government recommendations are for each vitamin and mineral for like the general person. And we work from there. We find out if what you're ingesting each day is going to be enough for you to be able to get to that amount. And then we find out what you're deficient in, and then that is a good place to figure out what you should be getting more of. Okay, some people don't get enough calcium. Obviously, some people don't get enough vitamin D. That's a good place to start. But to find out how much, according to those charts, that's how we figure out what to do. Okay, so we would complete like a micronutrient analysis, and that's why. Now, I did one of these on myself a while back just to see where I was, with the diet I was keeping, like the general, hey, I usually eat this each day, and what more do I have to take? Okay, so for me, I actually found out that I was taking too much of my multivitamin. The multivitamin that I take, I consider it to be a very good one and well-rounded one. I was taking 3 of the vitamins a day. I only need like 1 usually, but I should be having more magnesium, and I should be taking like an omega complex type of thing. So that's what I take that works for my own unique needs and body composition. Okay, but I didn't need all the multivitamin. I didn't need everything that the multivitamin had for like the regular serving size. I take like a third of the serving size now, plus like a few other little specialized things. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't done the micronutrient analysis. I was definitely over supplementing, and I could see a lot of other people falling into that category too. Oh, sometimes I don't eat well. Ooh, sometimes I don't eat a whole lot of salads and kale and nutrient-rich things. Oh, I should take a whole bunch of multivitamin type of stuff to make sure. It's not always the case. You might be surprised. So we would work together on that kind of thing. So just to say. All right, so hopefully I've kind of debunked some of the misconceptions, myths on the importance or lack of importance of supplementation. Certainly there's a whole lot more out there. I probably do like a couple week series on all the different supplements, what they are, how they're used, misused. We could probably go on and on and on about that. There's a lot to know. But at least for some of the general things, some of the basics, those are just kind of questions to ask yourself when you're considering a certain supplement, especially if it's a weight loss supplement. Oh, I wanted to say one more thing too, and it's something I just noticed and didn't have a chance to read into, but the FDA actually did approve some sort of weight loss supplement. It's something I want to find out more about. I want to find out like what it does in order to be considered a miracle pill, or if it's a miracle pill at all. Personally, I still don't believe that one exists, but it would be just interesting to find out about it. But they just approved one, I think, a few days ago or something like that. So that's something I plan to find out more about, and I may even have a live video about it once I myself learn more. Yep, the research is always changing, right? Alrighty, so if you have any questions, certainly let me know. Post in the comments, because a question you have may be a question that somebody else has, since, like I said, there's a lot to know and a lot of misconceptions out there. Alright, so enjoy the rest of your day, and enjoy the nice weather if you have it near you, and we'll talk soon. Bye.